Hello, I am Angel, and welcome to today's broadcast. This is the ARC late model, super late model tour, and this is the North-South 150 at Concord Speedway. Now, first thing we're going to do is take a look at some of the race information here, and some of that while we're hearing some wrecking going back on the ground. This is going to be a rough one, because this is a rough track. I mean, you can see it's got some interesting angles to turn through. What we're going to have to look at is about no fast repairs, full fuel capacity, full engine power, but we only have two max changes, 2 seconds. The thing here is this track will kill your tires, and we're gonna see some tire wear real bad, really quickly. And the track is only about, it's only 0.68 kilometers, about 3/8 of a mile, I think. But what I was going to pull up, if I can, sorry, I apologize. Let me get this pulled up over here. Oh, there's persistent wrecking. That's what we're going to see here. One person wrecks and it kills every single car. That's going to be the difference here. It's going to be the biggest difference here. Now, what I was going to pull up before that all happened was the rest of the schedule here is this. We're going to pull down race info. The rest of our schedule is, we've got a little bit left. We're on race 6. We got 11 races. We've got Thompson Speedway, which is the 28th. We race every Wednesday. We've got Oxford Plains, South Boston, Bristol, and North Wilkesboro. That's just a little bit of a heads up there as to what we have left on that part. The next thing I was going to show is the, so far, what we have for our points in the season. And as we're watching some of this going on in the background, you all can watch that as I pull this up. The problem with pulling it all up beforehand is it makes a mess. So this is the points. I can zoom in a little bit. We have Richmond, who won the first race. Rock won the last 4 in a row. He's still losing, though, because he did not participate in that first race, which was at Southern National Motorsports. However, he won Langley, Lanier, USA, and Martinsville. He's still 4 points behind, but if he wins this one, he will be in the lead for the championship so far. Nickel is 13 points behind him, but he's just gaining consistent points so far. Couldn't stream Martinsville last time due to some technical issues, but Rock did win, and we should have had it all situated. This one, gladly situated, and we should be streaming the rest of these. We will, hopefully no technical issues, we'll have everything situated, and everything will be going on. That is our so far what we have. And, that's just, yeah. Again, if we go through here, let's close this off. Let's watch some of this go through here, and see how they drive. You'll watch them get on that gas, let off a lot through these corners, because again, if you pull up the race info, that track is interesting. He did not do that well. He hit that well. That corner, that is going to be turn 2, which, if you don't know, through turns, when I say turns 1, 2, and 3, turn 1 is right off the start-finish. When you're coming through it, you go into turn 1, then turn 2 is up at the top, turn 3 is coming back to the finish line. So, that is just a heads up there. So he is going past turn 3. Turn 1 is not the problem turn. It can be for some people, but it's not for most. This one right here, turn 2 is the problem. People just don't have the grip they want. And that, I don't know, I think it's just the way these cars are. But there's no grip in some of these. You can see the tire wear already taking effect. This isn't even the race, and we still have 2 minutes left to practice. But we have another person joining us. We have 8 cars in the field. Sorry, this is a really small field, everybody, but this will be a good race because these are some. This will be an interesting track to watch. To watch the blimp a little bit. That'll be for more when we actually start. Yeah, this is a better version of how you can see what they're doing. They slide through these corners. Oh, we have a wrecking up at the front. Cannot see where that was. Ooh, wreck. Ooh, and there comes the 88. That is light. We have actually 2 more cars. We have 9. We have almost the full field now. We're supposed to have 10. We're supposed to have 9, possibly a 10. I don't think the 10th is coming. We got a minute left. Ooh, the 88 is going through. Let's see what happens. We got a car spinning up there, and that is the... Ooh, it's almost a wreck, and that is a wreck. Car spinning in the air. Ooh, that's a rough one. That was Allen, I think, spinning, yeah. That's number 7 of Allen, who got hit, rocket shipped into the air. 89 through the corners. He is so far, I'm pretty sure, our fastest time. Our best time, my bad. No, it's Richmond, then the 89 of Wright. 16 seconds, 16:01, 16:06. May not seem like much, but over the course of 150 laps, that will add up those lap times. Ooh, 89 into the wall, and ooh, that's a rough one. This is just what we're seeing. We're going to see these a lot of wrecks here. Just an example of how chaotic this track can be. It's almost just it's its own category of chaos, and it's a rough one. We're going to see what's going to happen here. As we see a lot of these cars just making some laps, last minute laps, as we have 23 seconds left to practice, then we got qualifying, which will take 5 minutes, and then we have 3 minutes after that to grid, and then we're off to the races at 150 laps at Cup. That is the schedule for today. Let's see what we can see as we watch the 73 car of... Which one was that? I don't know. The 73 of Oliveira. That's 73 of Target, my bad. Oliveira has not came on track yet. I'm assuming he won't because there's 0 seconds left. And that is the checkered. That is the end of practice. We are about to start qualifying, which we can go ahead and just look at some race info fully now. Track temperature is about 45 degrees Celsius, which is quite warm, and is not going to help the case here, as warmer track temperatures are going to kill the tires on these cars quicker. With 2 sets only for 150 laps on an already devastating track on tires, it's going to get rough. 21 kilometers an hour isn't going to make a difference at the speeds they're going. Clear skies, it's great. It means not. The problem with it is it means we're not going to have a decrease. We're probably going to have an increase in track temperature. This is Concord, yeah. It's pretty much what we have to look at there. But again, we only have 2 sets and we have 0 fast repairs. Fast repairs, if y'all didn't know, is just get in pretty much, and within 15, 20, 30 seconds usually, 15 to 30 seconds, you are usually repaired. Problem is, we don't have any of those, so your damage is your damage, and you're gonna have to deal with it then. And there's gonna be a lot of wrecks. And it's just gonna come down to who can pretty much survive at this point. And let's just, I guess, watch some of these while we wait for the end of qualifying. Let's watch some of them. I say we'll watch Nichols qualifying because he was doing really well before. And Wright and Richmond have already started, so we'll see how Nickel does. He's already getting a little bit squirrely through that straight stretch, which is not a good sign for how this race is going to go. That's the 47 car Nickel, and he's coming back around to his last lap. Let's see where he qualifies. He qualifies at 16:30, which is not that great compared to everybody else, so far at least. Let's see what Lane qualifies. 88. He's already qualified. 16:41. Waiting for a few more to qualify. We were waiting for these 24. We were waiting for Richie, Targi, and Oliveira to qualify. So that is just what we have left, and then we will be off to gridding. Or they're not qualifying? I am a little bit confused. They usually qualify pretty quickly, but they may be off doing something at the second. So, after that, what else do we have to look at is going to be actually one thing I was going to say is this is ARC or Auto Racing Connected is going to be one of those groups that you can, if you have iRacing, you can, or other games. It's NASCAR Heat, F1, I think, or Formula 2020, Formula One 2025, I think, or one of the 2020 games. Not sure. I think it's 2024. But if you had these games, join the Discord, and you can possibly get involved with some of our stuff. It is just, if you're good enough, and it's not really good enough. It's just if you aren't causing as much chaos, and if you get accepted into it, like if you're in it, it's just join and figure it out. You can look around, see what the Discord is like. We also have a couple other socials, which are in the description of this video. Same with the Discord. And we are just waiting on the end of qualifying, which is in 1 minute and 22 seconds. It makes me wonder what's going on with our other three people, which is Targi, Richie, and Oliviera. But Oliviera just joined, so we're just gonna see what's gonna happen there. One thing. Oh yeah, let's pull back up the standings so I can talk about what happened in the last race. Because I did not get to do that, what I was supposed to do there. So we were supposed to have, of course, a broadcast going. But one thing I was going to look at is who won. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. First is Right. Second was Jimmy Cocker, I think. And then third was Lane. Fourth was Richmond. Fifth was Targi, and sixth was Nickel. Well, seventh being Lane. These are just some of the names we've heard a couple times. So, just good to look at that while we're waiting, is to know what happened in this race so far. See where people are standing in their, where they're placing. Martinsville's a rough race, though. Same with this one, though. It's kind of an every man for themselves situation. You never know what's going to happen. Although Rott seems to have a lot of pace. He had the fastest qualifying time by a long shot. He also had the fastest, what's it called? Practice time. I apologize. And it was a interesting practice. If you were, you didn't get to see it all, but it's a lot of just figuring out this track is what I saw, from what I saw. And we're going to watch this on the blip, as they will be going to green after everybody grids. We got two more we are waiting for to grid, which is Nickel and Oliviera. Waiting for Oliviera to grid, and then we will be good to go. Everybody is gridded, and we are about to start pacing the field. So, as that is the pace truck right in front of us, and we will have a few laps to go before we start. Pace truck is starting the pacing. We should have 2 laps. We'll pace once, and then the next time by, the truck will pull into the pits, and then we'll be off to the races. And as we're pacing, again, our field, I should probably have said that, was right. And then Fabian, ooh, we got a wreck during pacing. Who was that? That was Alan who got spun himself or got spun. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen as Alan's, trying to make his way back. Yeah, as we are coming back to a situation we're about to go green this next time by. Ooh, that's a little bit of a retaliatory strike. That's a fun one. This is going to be an interesting race. I can already tell that. There's going to be some tempers here. And this is going to be where the pace truck, I think, pulls it. Should pull in. Actually, I think. Maybe not, because we're actually at the start-finish line. Got one more to go. Pull in this next lap. I forgot, Concord is such a small track, I think you do 4 pace laps instead of 2 or 3. Yeah, we're already getting some door banging before the race has even started. Oh, it's because somebody wrecked, and the pace truck is off. And we are now about to go as everybody lines up for the start of the race. And we are entering the restart zone. And the start zone, we are now about to be green at Concord. It's north-south 150. Everybody is growing green. Let's see what's going on as everybody's getting a little bit antsy already. Side-by-side racing. Oh, a little bit of a spin out for the 89 who's already down inside. And the 71 hits him. That is 89 and Richmond, who are already battling for position. The 89 gets hit again by the 48. Ooh, that's a rough start already for this race. We're already 2 laps in, and we've already got a wreck. We're going to see some interesting situations as the 48 car of Oliveira has caused both of these wrecks. Oh, and that's a retaliatory strike from the 89 car. Just hits him. Flips him over, too. Oh, okay. That is just plain retaliatory strike from the 89 car. Right. What just happened? Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. It's already tempers are high. Everybody's getting antsy as we're going to see some... Oh, my God. The 89 car has already got some decent damage. I think he's just going to stay out, though. Yeah, that front left wheel is gone. And we got Richmond 89 and the 89 of Wright and the 71 of Richmond are behind each other. These are the two battling for the lead in points right now, with Nickel not too far behind him, and Nickel is in the second place position right now. That is where we're at the moment, and I think the lights on the pace car are about to go off, so we might be going too wide. I can usually tell if I go into this part. So we're going to watch in this cam so we can see if the lights on the pace truck go off. Yeah, lights on the pace truck are off. So we're about to go back to 2 wide so we can start double file for the restart. And I think this next lap by, we're going to restart. We're back double file. Pace truck pulls off, everybody. And we're about to go back to green flag racing after a wreck on the first lap as Fabian starts first, and Nickel is starting in this runner-up position at the moment. And we are back to green flag racing as we're going to see them go into turn 1. And 847 and the 88 are door-to-door on that corner. And let's see what else is happening. Oh, the whole field is is running each other down. And the 47, the 88, the 51 are right by each other. Ooh, that 73 car right by each other. You can hear some door banging going on in the back of the field as the 71 and the 24 already passed. 71 passes the 24, I mean. 73 is about to get passed by the 89. Side by side down the front stretch as we go into turn 1. Actually, wait, we're about to go 3 wide at Concord. 3 wide, still 3 wide, going into turn 2 as the 89 car passes the 73 and gets back from the 7 as the 71 squeezes through that gap as well. We're going to go through. We're going to see what we can get to see. Oh, the 88 on the bumper, the 51. Some good battling here. This is going to be that 88's is getting right on that bumper, and we're going to see what's going to happen here, because this is, that 71 pushes the 89 out of the way, and so you usually see this on short tracks. Move them out of the groove and you can see what can happen. Because, man, usually at these types of tracks, you cannot make a move. 88 gets a bump from the 47s. The 47 into turn 1 actually cannot make the pass. And we got the 71 coming up through. And the 47 is about to get passed by the 71 sometime soon, because that 71 has got pace. 71 running way more. 71 bumps through the 47 and passes him. We got Nickel being passed by Richmond, and Richmond is in the lead right now for points. And ooh, 47 gets bumped somewhere right back into the position he was before saying, that's my spot, you can't have it. And we're coming back and we're just seeing some wrecking. Oh, that is the 24 of Richie. I think he got a slight bump. We're going to go back and take a look at that quickly. No, he just spun himself out. We'll go back to live here as we watch as the whole field is single file, and I mean right bumper to bumper. Everybody right on each other. 71 past the 89. Richmond passing right, and that's a big deal actually, because they are in the running for points. That is a close one. I mean, they are 3 points away from each other. Nickel and 47 is about to get a bump, as that 71 has been given a lot of bumps. This is going to be a temperamental track. We are running 16 laps out of 150. There's one car way off the pace, and that is the number 24 car of Richie. Everybody else is in this lead pack, and they all elbows out, bump each other, moving each other out of the way so they can make these passes. This is a true short track race. See who else is doing what they can. 89 has some serious damage from that first wreck though. 71 is seriously trying to bump Nickel in to get that pass though. And you can look at it from his bumper. You can see he's right on it. Oh, he didn't even bump him that time. Right up past him. And he can get past the 47 and Nickel. And Nickel is going to come back for a clean switchback right up on the 71. The 71 isn't going to let him have it that easy. And they're side to side, door to door for that third position. Third place is still a battle, side by side for that position. It's the biggest battle going on right now. It's Nickel and Richmond, who are still close together in points. 47 back in position, and the 71 is right up on that bumper. 71 down to the inside for turn 2. No, he's not. 71 is not going to make that move. Not making that mistake again, so we can switch back in a battle. 71 and 88 is onto the bumper, onto the side of 51 for a minute. But Nickel and Richmond are still side by side. Here we go. Through the turn 2 and turn 3 and into the straightaway. Oh, and 71 got slowed down by the 88 car. So, we're going to see a little bit of a battle back here as Nickel's going to try to make that pass again. Gets a slight bump, and they jumbled that whole pack in and went back through wide for a second. Just giving that's a side by side. Ooh, there's some banging there. Ooh, side by side. Who is that? That is Rotten Allen, who are side by side for that position. And ooh, that's some banging. Right, just kind of put Allen into that wall a little bit. That is, ooh, there is some banging and beating and banging going on here already. Garrett Lane and the 88 car and the 51 car of Fabian. Is in a rush. It seems like 88's in a rush to pass him. And Nickel and the other Nickel and Richmond are still in a battle. And it seems like Wright and Allen have been in a battle most of this race with Targi in the middle of it. This is kind of the situation we're in. We're going to have to bounce back between most of these battles, because I cannot just stay focused on one because there's too many. Ooh, 88 gets a dive in. Is he going to make it? No, it's just not enough speed. 88 lost a lot of pace there. too. These 4 cars are in that lead pack with that other 3-car pack in the back. I think 48 of Oliveira has just left. Richie is way back in the back. We're going to see a little bit. We're running some lap times that are. Let's look at some last lap times. Actually, let's look at the gap. The gap's probably the best to do. We're going to go on board for a little bit. As we're going to show the kind of speeds they hit here. We're going to show Nickel in the battle with the 88 and the 51 as well. As 71 passes Nickel, and they are all 4 in a battle now. As Nickel's trying to go for the inside, but 71 blocks him. And we're watching this from the inside, but we're going to go to the outside. Just want to go for a little bit of inside action, but that seems to not be possible with the amount of action going on outside the cars. Because there is a lot. Nickel passed back to 71 and passes the 51 by hitting him in the wall slightly. Slight bump from the 71, and the 89 passes as well. Nickel back to 4th place where he started, and right down 2 positions. Richmond up 1, and Lane, who is in the 1st position right now, is up 5 positions. Starting, I think, in the 6th position. Ooh, we got a person spinning around. That is who is that? That is Rot, who just got spun around. Let's go take a look at that accident. Because I think he got a spin from Nickel. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this. Into the wall for the 89. 89 gets a slight bump from Nickel, and he is just gone. Into the wall slightly, and he is out for that part, and he is back to the 7th position. Seems like everybody is going to be pitting for tires. Pitting for tires and fuel. I'm at 35 out of 150. Problem is, we only have 2 sets of tires. So can't do much here. You may not pit for tires, but they are pitting for fuel, I think. No, they're all. A lot of 73 is pitting for tires. A lot of these guys are pitting for tires. We only have 2 sets, though. We should only have 2 sets. Unless that was modified very recently, we have 2. And the problem being, we are. Problem being is we're only gonna have another set and about 110 laps to go. And Nickel came out on top for that. Out of pit lane, Nickel in the lead. Richmond in 2nd, Lane in 3rd, Targi in 4th, Allen in 5th, Richie in 6th, Wright in 7th, Fabian in 8th. And Oliveira is still in 9th because he is just no longer here. He is out of the race entirely. These are some good races. Let's see. Fabian has some damage. I think that was from back when they were passing each other and right before we had the spin. Lights out on that pace car truck yet? No, they are not. They still got lights flashing, everybody. Let's take a look from the eyes of Nickel. Similarly to what he is seeing. We're going to pace with him for a minute as we're going to show the dashboard. He's going about 65 kilometers an hour. That is about our pacing speed. And we're going to caution with him. And that's our everything up front. Him, Richmond, Lane, Targi, Allen, Richie, Wright, Fabian, and then Oliveira, who is no longer in the race. Pace truck is out, so we are going to go back to this. And we're about to go back to green flag racing, everybody. Let's take a look at everything here. As we are back at the restart zone, and 47 and the 71 are side by side. And we are back to green flag racing on lap 40. got 110 laps to go, and they got one set of tires left. 47 with 71 right on his bumper, as that is how we start. 7 and the 73 side by side too. 73 gets a good run, but the 7 is not giving it up, but he cannot hold it. Let's see, what we do is we are single file, and the 89 will bump to the 7. I think we are just single file for the whole field at the moment. Seems like we're going to have two battles about to start beginning slowly. That is Nickel and Richmond, and Lane and Tardy. Nickel and Richmond are just kind of going at it. Last top speed for Nickel is our current fastest speed at the moment in this race. Which is his current fastest moment in this race, and our current fastest overall, which is 16.34. In practice, they were running 16.0 and 16.06. I think they've tuned it back to not kill their tires. And they might have tuned everything back to not kill these tires as they realized what could happen in that race. Ooh, we got Allen and Wright battling each other. Allen gets a little loose from a bump from Wright. He sticks his nose straight in there in that corner of 2. Corner entering 2. And we got that going on at the same time. Ooh, and we got a slight bump into the wall from Lane. Nickel and Richmond are right at each other as well. Not much going on from Cardi and Lane because they have seemed to have disconnected, as 71 of Richmond is about to try to go through, but the 47 of Nickel is going to try, and I think he's going to do that switchback he's been doing all day. He's going to do a consistent switchback when the 71 gets in front of him for a turn. Or he's just going to pull in front of him. Either way, he's been consistent with switchbacks. He's got real good control of his car, this 47. Nickel has really good control of his car in that 47. And that 71 of Richmond has got good control, but it's just a different, he's not as flexible in certain things. And we're about to see what's going to happen here. They're still side by side for multiple laps. Maybe we'll see a side by side finish for this, because we got 100 laps left. We are about 1/3 of the way done with this race. Ooh, and Nickel pulls ahead, and 71 right up on his bumper still. Wright has passed Allen. Allen's trying, I'd say, to go for another pass as he bumps him again. Either that or it's just retaliatory there, because Wright has been right up on his bumper, and he has been giving him a little bit of love taps there. And we're still seeing a lot of this. This is still a little bit of a high-temper race. I mean, we saw a full retaliatory flip at the beginning of this race. I mean, this has been a rough one. Concord is going to have to be similar to Martinsville in the Cup Series. Just the high tempers, and everybody does not like each other at the end of this. This is going to be a fun one. Let's see what's going on with Nickel. Oh, let me take a drink of water. And now we got the 71 and the 47 side by side again as they pass the black car. Side by side. Yeah, they get 3 wide for a split second. That is going to be, ooh, door banging 47 and the 71 slight taps to each other. Making it a little bit more connected, I guess. More elbows out racing. More short track style. Which, you got to be careful with that, though, because this track is very loose. We're going to see as they go, about to go side by side again. I think the 71's about to shoot it either inside or outside coming up soon. So he's got some momentum. Never mind, he does not have the momentum I thought he did. Actually, yeah, he does. He's coming in for it. About to go to the inside as the 47, I think, just moves out of the way, so we does not get a love tap from him. As they are kind of going again side by side, and the 71's about to go inside to turn 2, I think. Never mind. 47 is getting some really good momentum. Still maintaining fast laps. even though we still got some more laps to start. Ooh, slight bump into the wall for the 47. That's going to slow his momentum. I think the 71 is going to take advantage of that soon. But look at that. We got Targi catching up to him. He is setting some lap times faster than both of them. That's what he wants to see in that background. Targi wants to see these two battling for position so he can take advantage of this opportunity. And Lane is kind of coming up on that too. But Lane is not setting fast enough lap times to do it. Targi coming up to the bumper of the 71 to have to make this a three-wide battle. Or a three-way battle. Very much racing in this race. It is not a boring one. We're seeing lots of action only in an 8-car field too. There is a lot of action as we're seeing a lot of these people even hatch into the wall. Let's take a second and again let's go inside the car of Richmond. I think he might try to pull off a pass. So we can see a little bit here, as this is what the drivers are seeing, except a little bit more to the left, because we're going to see a pass, a little bit swirly there from Richmond, and we're going to see him right up on that bumper. This is what they see from the cockpit, not the cockpit, but the driver's seat equivalent, from that front area of this car. It looks a lot more terrifying than what we're seeing up above. And we're going to see as he makes this pass what it might look like to him, I think. Never mind, 47 of Nickel just got a huge run off that corner. I think they're doing two completely different strategies at this point, as we are seeing completely different types of driving. The 71 of Nickel the 71 of Richmond is pulling in real hard into the corner, but not getting as good of a runoff. He's got real good entry, but not as good of exit. 47's got not as good as entry, but a really good exit. As we can see, the 71 has lost his bumper. Seeing some damage so far. Oh, we got a decent battle back here as the 89 and the 88 are back together. 89 taps the 88 in a little bit to get him out of the way. 89's a little bit aggressive here and getting to what he needs for that win. And a win would be his 5th in a row. That would be an incredible record at this point if he would be able to manage to catch back up from what he is out at 12 seconds behind. He would be an incredible record for him. Nobody would be able to beat it at this point. Not if the rest of the race is left. Well, I mean, somebody can beat it again. But that is incredible. Very unlikely somebody would beat it. If he can get it. He already has 4 in a row. That's already unlikely for somebody to beat. And we have about 7 cars out on the track right now. Oh, 2 of ours have pitted. That is crazy because we only got a small field. And it's already feeling more racy than we saw at probably even Southern National Motorsports Parkway. Park. Some of those tracks are just not as racing. This is a very aggressive track, and everybody's just kind of compacted. And right now, everybody's a little bit farther apart as we are coming up to, except not this group, 89, 7, 88, and 24 all together in this last little bit of the pack. These are all about 13 seconds behind the lead pack. And we're watching them as they are probably battling for the little bit of points they can get, because they are not in the top 3. But they're still getting a lot of points, though, because there's only 8 or 7 cars. Or there's 8, but Fabian is pitted, and it's still pitted, because I think he got some serious damage. Now, let's take a look at it again. As the 7 of Allen is trying, I think, to catch up to the 89 of Watt. And let's take a look at some of these last lap times. Allen is setting some slower lap times, though. But Nickel and Richmond are right at the mark. Right on it, 17.12. And Targi's losing time. We are about to come up to 75 laps, which is halfway through, everybody. We got 75 more to go, and we have one set of tires left. I'm thinking everybody's going to pit at the next caution if we get one. The 7 and the 89 are right on each other's bumper. This is what I'm talking about when I say it is a racing track. You got the 7 trying to make a pass to the 89. Is the 89 going to get aggressive on this 7? Because he is driving like a particular NASCAR driver that we can all remember from being known as the Intimidator. That is who he is reminding me of. And we're going to see him. That's what that 89 car is reminding me of. He is actually kind of hard to pass. He's bumping people. He's passing people with his bumper. He is making it hard to be around him. Because if you try to pass him, he's going to make it impossible. Now, as this pass is trying to continue, let me take a drink of water. '89's about to get past. Never mind, he got a tap into the wall. And the 7's about to go in front. Let's see how this 89 car is going to react. I think he's going to bump him out of the corner in a minute. Is there going to be a bump? It's going to be a bump. And it's going to be a big bump because that's going to slow them both way down. He is driving to intimidate. That is what I think he reminds me of. We got a couple of them as these drivers are just quick. Some of these are quick. Wright is not as quick, but he is quicker than Allen. And he is using that to just kind of hit him when he gets the chance. We're going to see him come into this corner hard and kind of try to make it a little bit of a better exit, but he's not going to get as good of an exit as Allen. Allen is going to have quite a bit of a better lap time there, as actually Nickel is gaining time, gaining an advantage off of Richmond, I think, because due to the lap traffic that they are engaging in. Nickel is up onto the 89 car, and the 7 car was kind of in a battle before. See what's going on back here with the 71 and the 88, which the 71 is going to have to pass that 88 to try and gain position. But that 88 is kind of hard to pass, especially with that bumper you have missing. The 71 is kind of in a bad, sticky situation, especially with Targi right behind him. See if Targi can take advantage of him trying to pass him and failing, so Targi's right up on the bumper of the 71. We're going to see if we can see a pass there in a minute, as Nickel has gotten almost a 5-second advantage on the rest of the field, coming on to lap 87. Ooh, the 71, 88 got a bump, is what I'm wondering. Let's take a look at how that 88 got past. Oh, he just got out of the way. I was wondering if he got a bump. 73 of Targi right on the bumper of the 71 of Richmond. Richmond has some damage. Targi doesn't have any damage, at least not visibly. It's going to be an interesting race. You can see the next cars behind them are 16 and 17 seconds behind them. That is Allen and Wright, which Nickel is right in front of. Ooh, 73 gives a bump to the 871. And 73 is coming through a little bit in the corner. Ooh, and the 71 gets right back in front. That's going to slow them down a little bit. They are still. Is Nickel going to lap the whole field almost? So I wonder, because he is about at that point, because if you come back to Nickel, he is there at that point, and they are not that far in front of him. Targi, 73 of Targi just knocked the 71 out of his way, gave him a little love tap, and they are about to go for the tango, for the dance. For they are trying to pass each other. And the 71 is right up on that bumper. And this is a good one. This is a good battle here. And we We're about to, I think 73 won that battle. 73 is in the second place position and is gaining time ahead of the 71 of Richmond. Now let's see what Nickel is doing. Nickel is trying to pass Allen, but Allen, it seems to me, is making it a little bit difficult. That is a lap car, and he does not have to cede his position anyway, even through most series rules, and I don't think there is any for this one. He does not have to cede his position in almost every series for the first plate, for the just being lapped the first time. Let us see what's going to happen here. 47 and 7 are kind of in a little bit of a dance there, as they are both just kind of back and forth and back and forth. I think it's going to be a little bit hard for him to pass. 71 is kind of gaining on the 73 again. See if we can watch this battle between the 73 and the 71 of 73 of Target and the 71 of Richmond. Let's take a look at some of those last lap times. That Richmond is gaining a ton of speed. Are we going to see a little love tap, or is he going to make a clean pass? Ooh, 88 behind him. That's going to throw a little mix up there. Oh, 88 gives a tap to the 71. What was that? I don't even know why he did that, because that kind of slowed them both down. Ooh, that 88 came out, gave him a tap, and that messed up that whole battle. Take a look back here, and Target's still in the lead. Allen and Nickel are still kind of at each other. Let's see if we can get a little, if Nickel gets a chance to give a little love tap, he's going to get him out of the groove, and then they're going to do a little dance. That's usually what happens. 73 and 71 are back at each other. We're on lap 101, everybody. We have 50 laps left to go, and I think we still have a set of tires left. That means we can take a look and see where everybody has pitted. If we would, we can do stint length. Yes, most people have a set of tires, except for a few. So, no, maybe not, actually. No, that is it, yeah. We got a set of tires. Yeah, we got, most people have pitted on lap 35, and that's been the only pit stop they've had. So they have another set of tires left, and we're going to see what when they are going to use it, too. Because that is a question that is going to be up to them, too. Oh, the 51 of Fabian is in between the 73 and the 71. That throws a wrench in the plans of Richmond to try and pass Target. Now we're going to go back to the gap. As Allen has been passed by Nickel. Take a back. Let's go reverse that and take a look at how that happened. Oh, that's happened a while ago. Just got the chance, so we're not going to get the chance to go look at that, actually. But I'm assuming it was not an easy pass. See if we can run a 16. If they can get up to 16 seconds between them, we are going to see Richmond and Target get flat. Which means we might only have one car on the lead lap soon. As Nickel is setting incredible pace, about 30 of a second ahead of most people. Allen is the only one keeping up with him, and he is already a lap down. Allen's trying to keep up with him so that he can be a lucky dog if there's a caution. And we have 40 laps about to be left, everybody, and that is where it's going to get interesting. If we can go Richmond just passed Target with a little bit of a love tap, and we're going to see that dance. Dance I'm talking about, where they knock each other out of the groove back and forth, and they will repetitively go back and forth if they can. We're on lap 111. We got 39 laps left to go. Let us see how this continues, because this has been an interesting one. Rott and Allen are ways away from each other. Richie and Lane are a ways away from each other. They are on different laps. Everybody is kind of in their own races at this moment, because we got Lane just trying to make up time. Lane is setting an incredible pace at a 16.81. He is 4 laps down. I think he's hoping for green flag pit stops, or if anybody even pits for this last little bit, because those tires are starting to wear out, and we still have 30-something laps left to go. Are they going to pit, or are they going to try and just tough through it for these tires? And we got, I mean, I wouldn't blame them to try and tough it through, because that is what happens sometimes. We got Richmond, and he is a decent bit in front of Targi now. Just bumped him, pushed him, got him out of the groove, and shot through that. And now, we got a couple battles. Let's see where Nickel is. Nickel is catching up to some of these cars, as in, he's caught up to Targi entirely. We're about to see, I think, the whole field go a lap down, possibly. That is nuts. I'm taking a look from Nickel as, and hopefully we have that. We have the 88 cars coming up. He's trying to set his laps back. It's a new set of tires, and we still have coming to 30 laps to go in 2 laps. Or sorry, not 30 laps. 31 laps to go. My bad. We got this 88 car coming up in between them, and we still have 31 laps, so we can see this whole field go a lap down. That is a possibility, and that is going to be the mess, and I should set up the gas, and it's looking like it, because that's 17 seconds. That 88 car right on the bumper of the 47 Nickel. It makes sense, though, because that 88 car has new tires and is on set some lap time 17.26. While Nickel is setting a lap time of 17.72. Nickel is setting slower lap times right now than Targi and Richmond. My bad. Let's just see if he can pass that. Oh, he's trying to pass Targi. Targi is now a lap down. Okay, we have 2 cars on the lead lap, the leader in 2nd place. So we're watching the 88 car speed around and try to catch up to Richmond. Go ahead and go for that pass, as Nickel is also going for that. As Nickel still about 0.4 of a second faster than Richmond, and we are coming up after this lap. We got 25 laps to go, everybody. And we are looking at getting a whole entire lap field, with Richmond being the only one left on the lead lap right now. That last lap by, Nickel set a faster lap time than Richmond. Every single lap recently, Nickel set a faster lap time than Richmond. Are we gonna lap the whole field? I mean, look at the rest of the field. Take a look at last lap times, because that's all we got really right now. Nickel is gonna possibly lap this whole field. 25 laps to go, everybody. Nickel laps everybody right now. As we got everybody, you can see on the scoreboard, a lap down. And 71's trying to go for a switchback, but Nickel blocks it. Nickel tries to go, and he he is increasing that gap as we are watching Nickel dominate this like Larson dominated that Bristol race. I mean, this is a domination. Whole field laps. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, and eighth, and ninth. All aligned a lap down. If we get a caution, he will have to deal with that. But there is no caution. And that is the 88 car of Lane, who I think just pitted again. Let's take a look at that. See what was happening there. No, he didn't. He just slowed, real slow for a second. We are going on 94 laps on these tires. That is crazy. We have 20 laps to go, everybody. We are getting close, and there's not much to talk about. I mean, we didn't even mention, I don't even think the track temperature changed. Oh, it changed a lot. It increased a lot. I mean, nobody used their full sets of tires, I don't think. Except, some people did. I don't think Nicky did. Nickel trying to put Laney, I think, back down another lap as we are coming up, and Nickel is dominating this race. Only person faster is Lane right now, and I don't think he can put him down another lap. I think we will finish that race before anybody gets past him. Except maybe Richmond trying to come back past Nickel to get back on that lead lap, which may be a possibility. Nickel is the one who is one of the admins here, I think. He's one of the admins at ARC. I mean, I don't know if he's what he is. I don't know what I think he is, though. However, he is the one who got me started here. So this is an interesting broadcast to see him dominating this race and me be the one broadcasting it. I mean, we got 15 laps to go, everybody, and everybody's a lap down to Nickel. After this, stay tuned, everybody, because we're not done after this. We still are going to interview Nickel. We're going to talk to him and ask him some questions about the race and talk to him for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then after that, we will end off this with a little bit of just a bit more information about how the point standings might look. Nickel will be a bit closer, and I think Nickel should be. If we look at the points, I can ask about points with Nickel, because he is the one who sets this all up. He does all of this. So we'll be asking him a couple questions, and we can figure out a little bit about how this is all going to go after this. 12 laps to go. Coming back down to 11 now. I mean, this has been crazy, though. 11 laps to go. Everybody has been lapped, some multiple times. I mean, we got the 24 2 laps down, the 88 4, and Fabian is 30 laps down. I think this race was a good one, though. 10 laps to go, everybody. It's just counting down laps. We're going to say, not count it down, but we're going to have, when we get to 5, it's going to be, I don't think anything's going to happen at this point, because there is a possibility that he can wreck, and that this all can change, but I doubt it. Because he is flat moving, still setting faster lap times than everyone in the field, with a 17.22, and the next fastest being a 17.14, and the next fastest is 17.25. He has the fastest lap time overall. He is the winner, setting consistent lap time, set the whole car a lap down. I think he'll be the winner at least. This may be a full domination. As he is passing 24 car. Put him 3 laps down. We now have that happening. We may see another car lap down. We have 6 to go. Coming back to the line, it'll be 5. And we were watching this, and this is crazy because we have not seen this in any other of the ARC races. 5 laps to go, everybody. We've not seen anybody put everybody laps down, and usually there's only a few cars that are laps down. This race track is a mess. It is a good one. It's a good track. We're actually going to watch this for the last little bit because the 89 car and the 51 of Fabian are just kind of going back and forth. As I think, I don't know why the 89's even trying to battle for it. He's not on the same lap. He was for a second. Trying to battle. He's not now. 3 to go. Now, what we're going to do when it gets flat is let's take a look at this from the inside of the car. We're going to finish this off on the inside of the car. Finish off the lap before the last one. And it is official. Nickel won his race and put everybody a lap down. That is insane, everybody. Now, let me deal with something really quick. I'm going to mute my microphone and I'm going to get him to talk to him in a second after we watch him do his burnouts. And now, let us get this situated as we are going to see him do donuts, not burnouts, or burnouts of both, rather. That is Concord. Let me mute everybody and we're going to go talk to him.
Yeah, no, they weren't great donuts. I'm headed back to the pits now. That was a race.
Hey, Angel, we can't hear you.
Modifieds.
Oh, the Angel in here?
Yeah.
AJ should be allowed to actively talk shit to all the people that.
Wow, that was. Right,
hello. Sure. Do you have access to the ARC booth channel? I'll do that right quick. Not a big deal. Yeah, I just got to give you the commentator role. That's it. Okay, there. Down at the bottom, you should have a channel called ARC Booth, and then I can just join it with you. It's called ARC Booth. Here, maybe I didn't give... Oh, that's what happened. I never gave the commentary. This was a mods only channel. Here, now look. Can you see it now? Okay, cool. I'll just join that party.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, it just took me a second to get this situated. We are now here with Nickel, the winner.
Hi, Nickel.
Sorry. He was the car who just set the whole field a lap down. That's crazy. How did that happen?
Uh, yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I wouldn't say like a great indictment of my driving as much as it was, I was just kind of the only car that managed to keep the car in one piece throughout the race. I mean, the leaders both times I was kind of competing, both with Jake and Fidel, both had their front bumpers pop off on the wall, and then after that it was kind of straightforward, especially with Jamie, who obviously won the last 4 races having damage. So that was a big contributor too.
Also, what did you think about the retaliation? I'm pretty sure it was at the beginning.
I wasn't impressed personally. I think it's a little, childish, I guess, when, we already don't have a massive field, and I can't imagine it looked the greatest on stream with the 48 car getting into the 7 paying him back, and then the 48 got into the 89, and the 89 paid him back, and like, I get the frustration, but I don't know. It just, to me, it was a little much.
Yeah, I mean, on stream we saw the car flip. So
Yeah, I
we
didn't
got a
catch all
good view of
that.
that. We got a good view of the of Oliviera, I think, flipping. So
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but yeah, I do know there was retaliation. So that's kind of my thoughts on the situation.
also, with you doing points, usually you should be in second with points, shouldn't you? No.
I think I should be thereabouts. Yeah, I mean it's
Either there
tight
or
at the
right
top, and
there.
yeah, I think Jamie's still got a big advantage here. Obviously, with the drop round coming up after round 9, we're not super far away from that. At least that's when the calculations for the drop round go in. So we're all just kind of playing it by ear until then. But yeah, it's or I should say after round 8, since it's an 11 round championship. But yeah, that's kind of what we're all waiting on. But I think yeah, Jamie's still probably the car to beat this season.
Yeah, it was from what we've noticed on stream with the ones we've done, it's you, uh, Jamie, and what was I think it's Richmond. I can't remember his first name.
Yeah, Jake.
Jake. You three are the ones really competing. So, going into the next race, which is at Thompson. Do you think you'll be doing well at Thompson?
I mean, yeah, I feel, I've been pretty confident in most tracks we've been at, and honestly, this is probably the least confident I've been in the car, which is really funny actually that this is the one we end up coming away with a victory. But yeah, no, it's Thompson should be good for us. I think I don't really know a lot about Thompson, but I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a little flatter in the corners. I think. I don't know. I haven't
For
really paid much attention.
Thompson is the opposite.
Oh, okay, cool. Then in that case, maybe I'll be less confident then.
I'm pretty sure
No,
it's
it's
the one I'm thinking of.
I was say typically the less banking, then the better I am. But yeah, if it's something where I have to kind of lean on the, I mean, I come from more road racing than ovals, so I just at the tracks with less banking, I'm always more of a threat because I feel like I can lean on the tire more than I kind of have to lean on the. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm sure people who do road kind of know that feeling.
And one last question: what was the strategy of not using your other? Did you all use your other set of tires? It did not look like you did.
Yeah.
What was that strategy?
So yeah, no, I used my other set. I pitted under that first caution. The really only like yellow we got, it was like what, lap 22, and the leader came in. And I was like, whatever. I'm gonna follow him in. It seems like everybody's gonna pit here, and so I pitted and I took tires, and I think I was behind Luke at that point, and or Luke, I guess he didn't take tires and just repaired damage, and then we never got another yellow, so I ended up lapping it. So, I mean, he was the only other car that didn't have damage. It really just came down to, I had a tire advantage throughout a 130 lap stint, really. So, hard to win when you're at that much of a disadvantage. So nice to have that much of an advantage for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking with us, and a good win.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for streaming.
That was it, everybody, and I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and you're all getting a good view of Concord in the background as we're doing this. And it was a good one, and I hope you all enjoyed this. This has been the Auto Racing Connected stream for the Super Late Model Series at race number 6, the South North 150 at Concord Speedway. Well, we want you back next week at Thompson Motor Speedway, and that will be